Found your name inside my phone tonight, hidden between old memories and lies. 1,000 photos, every laugh we shared, frozen in time like you were still there. I read the messages we used to send, the promises that swore we'd never end, but forever turned into yesterday. And somehow love just slipped away. My hands were shaking, heartbreaking slow. I knew there was something I had to let go. So I deleted out forever tonight, every picture, every late night goodbye, every I love you that felt so real, every dream that time refused to heal. I watched our story disappear from view, but I couldn't delete the pain of losing you. Now all that's left are tears and scars to weather. I deleted out forever, but not my love forever. Your sweater still hangs by the bedroom door, like it's waiting for you to come back once more. The silence echoes through these empty halls, and every shadow still remembers us. They say moving on gets easier with time, but every sunset brings you back to mine. I've tried to bury what we used to be, yet your ghost still lives inside of me. I pressed delete, but my heart refused to erase the pieces still holding on to you. So I deleted out forever tonight, every picture, every late night goodbye, every I love you that felt so real, every dream that time refused to heal. I watched our story disappear from view, but I couldn't delete the pain of losing you. Now all that's left are tears and scars to weather. I deleted out forever. If memories had a recycle bin, I'd search for us and bring you back again. I'd restore every moment we lost, no matter what the cost. But life doesn't work that way. Some hearts leave and never stay, and all the words we never said are sleeping with the dead. So I deleted out forever tonight, but your voice still whispers through my mind. Every photograph may be gone, yet somehow your memory lives on. I'll erase the evidence of me and you, but I can't erase what you're putting me through. And every lonely night I still remember. I deleted out forever, but my heart never got the message that forever was over. Your name is gone from my screen tonight, but not from my soul, not from my dreams, not from my life. I deleted out that's what hurts the most. Your name still glows inside my phone, a silent light when I'm alone. No new messages, no surprise, just empty words and no goodbyes. I scroll through memories every night, searching for a reason why. How did forever disappear and leave me drowning here? I know I should let go somehow, but my heart is stuck on you right now. You were last seen at midnight, then vanished from my life. One moment you were mine to hold, the next you left me in the cold. I stare at that time stamp like a fool, waiting for a miracle from you. But every night the truth gets clearer inside. You were last seen at midnight. The stars outside don't shine the same since loneliness learned my name. The city sleeps while I'm awake, reliving every mistake. Your favorite song still fills the room, turning memories into wounds. And every lyric feels like you, a heartbreak I can't undo. The world keeps moving, passing by, but I'm still trapped in our goodbye. You were last seen at midnight, then vanished from my life. One moment you were mine to hold, the next you left me in the cold. I stare at that time stamp like a fool, waiting for a miracle from you. But every night the truth gets clearer inside. You were last seen at midnight. Maybe you found somebody new, maybe you forgot the truth. Maybe I was just a page you closed without a trace, but I'm still reading every line, trying to bring us back to life, while you're a chapter that's already gone. You were last seen at midnight, but I still look every night, hoping someday you'll come back home and tell me I was never alone. Yet deep inside I know it's true, the person I miss isn't missing me too. So I'll say goodbye beneath the fading moonlight. You were last seen at midnight, and my heart was last seen with you. There's a chair by the window that nobody uses now. The coffee cup you loved is gathering dust somehow. Your laughter used to fill these walls like sunlight through the blinds. Now silence lives here comfortably and never leaves my side. The hallway keeps your shadow where you used to walk each day, and every room still whispers all the words you couldn't stay to say. I tell myself you're gone, but every corner tells me lies, because your memory survives. I packed away the photographs, but somehow you still come right back. It's the space you left behind that breaks me every time. The empty seat, the quiet nights, the missing piece of my whole life. You're gone, but you're everywhere, in every breath, in every prayer. No matter how hard I try to find the light, I'm lost inside the space you left behind. I still reach for my phone when something good happens to me. Then remember you're no longer the first person I'd call to see. The world keeps turning like nothing changed at all, while I'm standing in the wreckage of our final fall. Friends say that I'll heal someday, that time will do its part, but time only teaches lonely hearts how to live with broken hearts. And every sunset paints your face across the evening sky, then leaves me asking why. The years may pass, the seasons change, but missing you remains the same. It's the space you left behind that breaks me every time. The empty seat, the quiet nights, the missing piece of my whole life. You're gone, but you're everywhere, in every breath, in every prayer. No matter how hard I try to find the light, I'm lost inside the space you left behind. I thought losing you would happen all at once, like a door closing, like a final touch. But losing you keeps happening every day, in 1,000 little ways. When I hear your favorite song, when I wake up and you're gone, when I see the stars above still carrying our love. It's the space you left behind that keeps your memory alive. The unfinished dreams, the promises, the forever we never got to live. And though your footsteps faded long ago, my heart still waits where you let go. Some people leave but never truly say goodbye, because the deepest scars aren't made by time, they're made by the space you left behind. So if you ever think of me, know I'm still standing where we used to be, learning how to live without your light. And inside the space you left behind. I saw you in a crowded place today, or maybe it was someone else. The same eyes shining in the afternoon light, the same way you carried yourself. For a moment my heart forgot the truth and started beating like before. I almost called your name out loud until you walked right past me and closed the door. It's funny how a face can take me back to everything I thought I had. You were a stranger with your smile, a ghost I followed for a while. For one brief second I believed you came back looking for me. But when you turned I realized love was only playing tricks tonight. Now I'm left standing in denial, missing a stranger with your smile. The city keeps creating little echoes of everything I lost in you. A laugh across the street, a familiar glance, and suddenly my heart breaks into two. I keep searching every crowd I see, like you're hiding somewhere near. But the truth is harder than it seems. You're everywhere except right here, and every memory comes alive whenever your reflection passes by. You were a stranger with your smile, a ghost I followed for a while. For one brief second I believe you came back looking for me. But when you turned I realized love was only playing tricks tonight. Now I'm left standing in denial, missing a stranger with your smile. Maybe that's what heartbreak does. It teaches your eyes to look for us in people you'll never know, in places you'll never go, and every familiar face becomes a reminder of the one who was gone. You were a stranger with your smile, and somehow that hurt more tonight, because for a second I felt whole again before reality stepped back in. Now every crowded street I walk feels like another chance I've lost, and every face I see from miles becomes a stranger with your smile. So if I stop and stare too long, it's not because I moved on wrong. It's because sometimes love survives in a strange the wall stopped months ago. The same night you decided to go. Its hands still point to 2:13, like time got stuck inside of me. Everyone says that time will heal, but time stopped moving when you left for real. Now every second feels the same, just another way to miss your name. The calendar changes every year, but somehow you're still standing here. Broken clocks don't heal broken hearts. They don't erase the falling apart. They don't rewind the last goodbye, or tell me how to stop asking why. The hands don't move, the pain still stays frozen somewhere in yesterday. If time is medicine, then mine stands still, because broken clocks don't heal. Keep your picture by my bed, beside the words we never said. Dust gathers where your fingers touched, but somehow I still feel your love. Outside the world keeps rushing by, new beginnings, different skies. Yet I'm trapped in a moment gone, trying to live after moving on. The world keeps turning endlessly, but not the part that's left of me. Broken clocks don't heal broken hearts. They don't erase the falling apart. They don't rewind the last goodbye, or tell me how to stop asking why. The hands don't move, the pain still stays frozen somewhere in yesterday. If time is medicine, then mine stands still, because broken clocks don't heal. Maybe healing isn't forgetting. Maybe it's learning to survive regretting. Maybe some wounds become a part of us long after love turns into dust. Broken clocks don't heal broken hearts, but they remind me where we are. A memory hanging on the wall, watching me through it all. And every night before I sleep, I hear the silence speaking softly. The moment you walked away is real, and broken clocks don't heal. The clock still hangs where it always stood, waiting for a time that never could bring you back to me. This apartment feels too big tonight for someone living here alone. Your coffee mug is still on the shelf, like you're just waiting to come home. The hallway carries footsteps still, though nobody walks through that door. And every room repeats your name, a little louder than before. I thought the silence would get easier, but it only learned your voice. There are echoes in my apartment of a love that used to live here. Your laughter bounces off the walls like you never disappeared. Every corner keeps a memory, every window knows my pain. I'm surrounded by your ghost tonight, and I can't escape the rain. There are echoes in my apartment, and they all sound like your name. The bedroom keeps the shape of us pressed gently into yesterday. I still leave the light on sometimes, though I know you're not on your way. The kitchen where we danced at midnight feels colder than it's ever been. The life we built inside these walls now exists only in my head. The world outside keeps moving fast, but these rooms are stuck in the past. There are echoes in my apartment of a love that used to live here. Your laughter bounces off the walls like you never disappeared. Every corner keeps a memory, every window knows my pain. I'm surrounded by your ghost tonight, and I can't escape the rain. There are echoes in my apartment, and they all sound like your name. Maybe memories don't need a heartbeat. Maybe they survive in empty spaces, living between the cracks of lonely nights and forgotten places. Sometimes I swear I hear your voice calling softly down the hall. Then reality reminds me you're not here at all. There are echoes in my apartment, still dancing through the air, like every promise that we made refuses to disappear. And even if I move away someday, leave these rooms and lock the door, the echoes that you left inside me will follow forevermore. The city sleeps beyond my window while I listen to the sound of a love that's gone, still echoing around. The sheets are cold where you used to lay, a silent reminder you walked away. Your perfume lingers in the midnight air, like part of you is still living here. The clock keeps counting every lonely hour, while memories bloom like dying flowers. I close my eyes and see your face, but waking up just feels misplaced. I never knew a room this small could feel so empty after all. There's an empty side of the bed tonight, where your heartbeat used to rest beside mine. I reach across in the dark sometimes, still forgetting you left me behind. And every pillow holds the tears I've cried, every blanket knows how hard I've tried to move on, to let go, to be alright. But there's an empty side of the bed tonight. Your favorite hoodie hangs on the chair, like it's still waiting for you to wear. I should pack it up and put it away, but losing you hurts enough today. The moonlight falls across the floor, like all those nights we've lived before, when forever felt so close and true. Before forever lost you, the house still echoes with your name, while nothing else remains the same. There's an empty side of the bed tonight, where your heartbeat used to rest beside mine. I reach across in the dark sometimes, still forgetting you left me behind. And every pillow holds the tears I've cried, every blanket knows how hard I've tried to move on, to let go, to be alright. But there's an empty side of the bed tonight. Maybe you're sleeping peacefully somewhere, while I'm awake breathing memories in the air. Maybe you've already found someone new, while I'm still finding pieces of you. And if love truly disappears with time, then why does your goodbye still live in mine? There's an empty side of the bed tonight, a space too deep for sleep to hide. The world keeps turning, days go by, but this lonely room still asks me why. Every dream still carries your face, every morning starts in the same place, alone with the shadow you left behind. And an empty side of the bed tonight. So I'll leave the lamp on one more night, even though I know you're not coming by, because part of me still hopes to see you lying on the empty side of the bed, where you used to belong. I found an old picture hidden in a drawer, dust on the frame just like before. Your smile was frozen in a summer light, a moment that survived the night. I traced the outline of your face, trying to hold on to what time erased. But memories fade like colors in the sun, and some battles can't be won I keep looking back through yesterday, watching you slowly drift away. You're fading like a photograph left too long in the light. The colors of forever disappearing a little more each night. I try to remember every detail, every word, every laugh, but you're slipping through my hands, fading like a photograph. There was a time I knew your eyes better than I knew my own life. Now I struggle to recall the little things I loved it all. The sound of your voice grows softer now, like a song I can't quite figure out. And that hurts more than being alone, because forgetting means you're gone. I never thought I'd see the day when even memories would fade. You're fading like a photograph left too long in the light. The colors of forever disappear a little more each night. I try to remember every detail, every word, every laugh, but you're slipping through my hands, fading like a photograph. Maybe healing looks like this, not moving on, but slowly missing less, not losing love or losing pain. As time washes it away, still part of me is terrified of the day I stop recognizing your eyes. You're fading like a photograph, but I still keep you close, inside the corners of my heart, where nobody else can go. And though your picture's growing older and the memories don't always last, there'll always be a part of me holding on to the past. One day this photograph may disappear, its colors lost, its edges unclear, but somewhere deep inside my soul, you'll never completely fade. The boardwalk's empty now, the ocean's turning gray. The laughter that we left there slowly washed away. I walked the shore this evening where we used to run, chasing dreams across the sand beneath the setting sun. Your footprints disappeared long before mine did, but somehow every wave still tells me where you've been. The seasons changed, the tourists came and went away, yet part of me is stranded in those golden days. Some memories refuse to fade with time, they stay alive inside your mind. You're the ghost of our summer, still dancing in the sunlight, still smiling in the pictures that I hide every night. The leaves may fall, the years may pass, but I can't escape your shadow from the past. You're gone, but I still wonder about the ghost of our summer. I found your old sunglasses in the backseat of my car, a tiny piece of yesterday that traveled way too far. The radio played our favorite song this afternoon, and suddenly July came rushing through the room. I remember how you looked beneath the carnival lights, the way you held my hand like we'd never say goodbye. Back then forever felt as real as the ocean tide. Now forever is just a place where memories hide. The colder winter nights become, the more I miss who we were then. You're the ghost of our summer, still dancing in the sunlight, still smiling in the pictures that I hide every night. The leaves may fall, the years may pass, but I can't escape your shadow from the past. You're gone, but I still wonder about the ghost of our summer. Sometimes I think I see you there in sunsets painted through the air, a silhouette of what we used to be. And for a moment I believe that you're still running down the beach, just out of reach, just out of reach. You're the ghost of our summer, the warmth I couldn't keep, the beautiful disaster that still visits in my sleep. The world moved on, the tide rolled in, but my heart never truly left back then. And every June I still surrender to the ghost of our summer. The ocean keeps your secrets now, the wind still carries your name somehow, and every sunset brings you back to me, my ghost of summer. Packed your bags without a sound, left your keys and walked right out. No note on the table, no reason why, just a goodbye hidden in your eyes. I searched the places we used to go, the streets where we called each other home. But every road ended the same, with me still calling your name. You disappeared like a moving train, leaving nothing but the rain. Love left no address, no place for me to find it, no map to lead me back, no way to get behind it. You vanished without a trace, like we never shared this space. Now every memory feels homeless in my chest, because love left no address. I checked the messages one more time, looking for a hidden sign, something I missed, something I ignored, a reason worth fighting for. But the words were frozen on the screen, the same old promises and dreams, forever written in black and white, yet gone by morning light. I keep searching through yesterday for a love that moved away. Love left no address, no place for me to find it, no map to lead me back, no way to get behind it. You vanished without a trace, like we never shared this space. Now every memory feels homeless in my chest, because love left no address. If I could send one final letter, I'd write about the nights we thought would last forever. I'd tell you how the silence grew after the last goodbye from you. But where do you send a broken heart when the one you love is worlds apart? Love left no address, only empty rooms and shadows, only unanswered questions, and 1,000 lonely tomorrows. I still carry what we were, like a suitcase full of hurt, and every step I take just leads me back again to where your love once lived. The mailbox stays empty, the front porch waits in vain, and my heart keeps writing letters to a love with no address. You left so quietly I almost didn't know. A slow goodbye hidden beneath I have to go. We were driving down a road we used to love, while forever was falling apart in front of us. The city lights blurred against the rain, as you stared out the window, avoiding my pain. I kept hoping we'd find our way back somehow, but I can still see that look on your face now. You had already packed your feelings away, while mine were begging you to stay. My heart missed the exit when you moved on, stayed on the highway long after you were gone. You found a new direction, a brand new sky, while I kept driving through the reasons why I should have let go when you let me go. But love doesn't always know what the mind knows. Now I'm miles away from where I should have been, because my heart missed the exit again. The signs were there, I just couldn't read them. Every silence between us carried a meaning. You stopped reaching for my hand at night, and somehow I convinced myself we'd be alright. I ignored the distance growing in your eyes, built a home out of beautiful lies, thinking one more kiss could fix what broke. Not knowing forever was already smoke. You were already crossing the finish line, while I was still calling you mine. My heart missed the exit when you moved on, stayed on the highway long after you were gone. You found a new direction, a brand new sky, while I kept driving through the reasons why I should have let go when you let me go. But love doesn't always know what the mind knows. Now I'm miles away from where I should have been, because my heart missed the exit again. Now every road reminds me of that night, the taillights disappearing from my life. And if I could go back, I'd probably do the same, because loving you was worth the pain. My heart missed the exit when you said goodbye, kept chasing your shadow through endless nights. You reached tomorrow, I stayed behind, trying to save a love already lost in time. Maybe someday I'll find my way back home. Maybe someday this road won't feel so long. Until then, I'll keep carrying what could have been, because my heart missed the exit when you stop loving me? The road is empty now. The radio barely plays. And somewhere far ahead, you're a destination I'll never reach again. I move the furniture around again, trying to make this place feel different. But every wall still knows your name, and every room remembers when the pictures change, the seasons past. The front door opens just the same, but somewhere in the leaving dust, you took the meaning of this place. A house is made of wood and stone, but you were what made it home. Now nothing feels like home anymore. Not these walls, not this floor, not the keys hanging by the door, or the light shining through the porch. I've been everywhere we dreamed we'd go, but every road just leaves me cold. Because the truth I hate the most is nothing feels like home. I still make coffee for two some days before reality reminds me that you're no longer down the hall, waiting for the morning breeze. The neighbors ask me how I've been. I smile and tell them life's okay, but they don't hear the quiet ache that follows me throughout the day. I never knew one person could take an entire world when they leave. Though nothing feels like home anymore. Not these walls, not this floor, not the keys hanging by the door, or the light shining through the porch. I've been everywhere we dreamed we'd go, but every road just leaves me cold. Because the truth I hate the most is nothing feels like home. Maybe home was never a place at all. Maybe it was your voice when I'd call. Maybe it was your hand in mine, turning ordinary days into a life. And now the city shines at night, but every light feels out of place, because the one I shared them with has gone away. Now nothing feels like home anymore. Not my heart like before. Not the songs we used to sing, or the memories they bring. I've built new days and learned nothing feels like home. The address never changed, the mailbox has my name, but home left the day you did. The sun went down without a sound, and darkness slowly filled this town. Another evening settles in, another battle I can win. Your picture glows beside my bed, 1,000 words left unsaid. I tell myself I'm doing fine, then your memory crosses my mind. Every night begins the same, silence calling out your name. It's one more night alone, one more night without you home, one more moon above my head, and no one lying in your bed. I'm talking to the shadows now, trying to figure out to live after you're gone. It's one more night alone. The television fills the room just to keep away the gloom, but every voice fades into yours, and every memory opens doors. I still save space beside my heart, like you never truly left the dark. And every dream I fall into somehow always leads to you. The stars outside all seem to know how hard it is to let you go. One more night without you home, one more moon above my head, and no one lying in your bed. I'm talking to the shadows now, trying to figure out somehow how to live after you're gone. It's one more night alone, maybe somewhere you're sleeping peacefully while I'm awake with what used to be. Maybe you've already moved on for good while I'm still standing where we stood. And that's the hardest truth to face. You're gone, but love still fills this place. It's one more night alone, one more night carrying what I can't let go, one more prayer that you'll return, even though I know I never learn. The dawn will come, the sky will change, but missing you remains the same until the day my heart moves on. It's one more night alone. The room grows quiet, the world sleeps tight, but I still miss you tonight. Just one more night alone, and a lifetime without you. The door closed softly behind you that night. No shouting, no tears, no final fight. Just two broken hearts pretending to be strong, as forever quietly moved on. I stood there staring at the empty room, watching our future disappear too soon. The air still carried your perfume, but even that was fading too. I thought the hardest part would be watching you leave, but I was wrong. It was the silence after goodbye, the sound of nobody by my side, the empty space where your voice belonged, the endless nights that felt so long. No crashing waves, no stormy skies, just a lonely heart asking why. And every tear I tried to hide fell in the silence after goodbye. The television played, but I couldn't hear. The noise disappeared whenever you were near. Friends kept talking, life moved on, but my world stopped when you were gone. I found your sweater in the closet still, and for a moment time stood still. The smallest things became the hardest part, little reminders of a shattered heart. Because memories don't leave, when people do, they stay behind and haunt you. It was the silence after goodbye, the sound of nobody by my side, the empty space where your voice belonged, the endless nights that felt so long. No crashing waves, no stormy skies, just a lonely heart asking why. And every tear I tried to hide fell in the silence after goodbye. I used to think silence meant peace, a place where pain would finally sleep. But silence became your replacement, a room filled with your absence, and every quiet moment grew louder until I could hear my heartbreak breathing. It's still the silence after goodbye, even though months have passed me by. Your memory lingers in the air, like part of you is still somewhere. The world keeps spinning, people change, but missing you remains the same. And every night before I close my eyes, I hear the silence after goodbye. No last words echo anymore, no footsteps crossing through the door, just a lonely heart learning how to survive. The silence after goodbye. I used to know your number by heart, like a prayer I could never forget. Every lonely night, every broken dawn, I'd reach for my phone with hope I hadn't lost yet. I memorized the sound of your voice, the pauses between every word, holding on to conversations long gone, like they could bring back what we were. But some doors stay closed no matter how long you wait, and some hearts leave long before they walk away. The day I stopped calling was the day I finally knew no ringtone was bringing back the version of me that loved you. I stared at your name on my screen one last time before letting go, and silence answered louder than ever. The day I stopped calling. For months I carried every goodbye like a stone inside my chest, always believing one more call might somehow fix the mess. I left messages you'll never hear, questions you'll never answer, and every missed call became proof that love can't survive on one heart forever. The hardest part wasn't losing you, it was accepting that you were already gone. The day I stopped calling was the day the truth arrived. You had built a life without me while I was trying to keep us alive. I watched the screen fade into black and felt my world grow small, but somehow healing started quietly. The day I stopped calling. I thought letting go would feel like freedom. Instead, it felt like grief, like burying the last piece of hope I secretly kept underneath. And though I never dialed again, part of me still remembers when your voice was where I ran to whenever life got hard. The day I stopped calling, the sky looked exactly the same. Cars kept moving, people kept laughing, but nothing felt unchanged, because some endings don't arrive with a slam. They arrive with a trembling hand hovering over a contact name. choosing not to call again. I still know your number by heart, even though I'll never use it. And maybe that's what heartbreak is, remembering something perfectly that no longer belongs to you. You said goodbye on a Friday night and disappeared into the city lights. Everybody thought that was the end, just another love that couldn't bend. But they never saw the years that followed, the empty spaces cold and hollow, the way your memory stayed behind, living rent-free inside my mind. The world moved on like nothing changed, but my heart remained. The end of us never ended, it just learned how to hide in old photographs and midnight thoughts I keep buried deep inside. You left, but you never really left. Your shadow stayed suspended. Everyone says we're over now, but the end of us never ended. I still know exactly how you laughed, still remember every path we used to walk when life was young, before goodbye fell from your tongue. Sometimes I hear a certain song, and suddenly you're right where you belong, standing in the doorway of my heart, like we never fell apart. Some loves don't die when people leave, they become something you carry. The end of us never ended, it just learned how to hide in old photographs and midnight thoughts I keep buried deep inside. You left, but you never really left. Your shadow stayed suspended. Everyone says we're over now, but the end of us never ended. I stopped calling long ago, stopped waiting by the phone, stopped looking for your car outside, but missing you never got the message. And some nights I still imagine a different ending to our story, one where forever kept its promise and you never had to leave. The end of us never ended, it's written into who I am, in every scar, every memory, every unfinished plan. Maybe one day I'll stop wondering what could have been if we defended the love we built against the world. Until then, the end of us never ended. The last page closed years ago, but somehow now the story goes on. Because some goodbyes happen once and echo forever. The rain began the night you left, falling softly on my steps, like the sky had heard the words you couldn't bring yourself to say. I stood there watching headlights fade as our forever slipped away, and every drop that touched my skin felt like the ending settling in. Now every storm that passes through brings me back to loving you. The rain knows everything about us, every promise, every touch, every secret whispered in the dark, every crack inside my heart. It falls where your memory remains, washing tears into the rain. And if the clouds could speak your name, they'd tell me why you walked away. The rain knows everything. I still hear you in the thunder now, like a ghost I can't live without. Every street we used to roam feels colder since you're gone. The windows cry just like I do, tracing lines that look like you. And every storm outside my door reminds me what I'm crying for. The world moved on, the seasons changed, but the rain still feels the same. The rain knows everything about us, every promise, every touch, every secret whispered in the dark, every crack inside my heart. It falls where your memory remains, washing tears into the rain. And if the clouds could speak your name, they'd tell me why you walked away. The rain knows everything. Sometimes I wonder if you're somewhere listening to the same storm air. Maybe the rain falls on your skin and reminds you where we've been. Maybe you miss me when it pours. Maybe your heart still keeps the score. Or maybe I'm the only one still waiting after you're gone. The rain knows everything about you, the way you smiled, the way you moved, the way you promised you'd never leave, then left me with these memories. And every storm becomes your voice, every raindrop makes the choice to bring your shadow back again, to haunt my heart until the end. The rain knows everything. So tonight I'll sit beside the window and listen to the falling sky. Because when nobody else remembers us, the rain still blows. There's a conversation in my phone tonight that never made it to your eyes. 100 different versions of goodbye and 1,000 reasons why. I type your name, then erase the line, like I've done so many times, trying to find the perfect words for a heart that's been unheard. Every sentence starts with hope and ends with letting go. These unsent messages are filling up my lonely nights. Words you'll never read, tears you'll never recognize. I tell you that I miss you, then delete it all again. 'Cause loving you became a story I can't send. I still remember how we talked for hours, turning midnight into dawn. Now I stare at an empty screen, wondering where we went wrong. There's a message that says I'm okay, another that says I'm not. One asking if you ever think of me, one pretending that I forgot. The hardest words are often those that never leave the soul. These unsent messages are filling up my lonely nights. Words you'll never read, tears you'll never recognize. I tell you that I miss you, then delete it all again. 'Cause loving you became a story I can't send. Maybe it's better this way. Maybe silence is the last thing left to say. Because if you wanted to know my heart, you would have stayed. Still some nights I write your name just to feel close to you again. These unsent messages have become my diary of pain. Every draft another memory, every line another rain. One says I forgive you, one says I still love you, one says There remain forever unsent messages. So I'll lock my phone and close my eyes while another midnight passes by. And somewhere between goodbye and regret, you'll live inside my unsent messages. I keep myself busy through the day, pretending that I'm doing okay. I laugh with friends, I force a smile, and almost forget you for a while. But evening always finds a way to bring your memory back again. The sun goes down, the world grows still, and that's when missing you begins. The darkness knows the truth I hide behind the strength I show outside. When the lights go out and there's nobody around, that's when your memory comes alive and pulls me down. The silence gets loud, every shadow is your face somehow. I can't survive the daytime hours, but I fall apart when the lights go out. The television fills the room, but it can't chase away the gloom. Every song becomes about you, every thought leads back to you. I still check my phone some nights, like maybe you'll change your mind, knowing there'll be nothing there, still hoping every time. It's funny how the dark can show the things we try so hard not to know. There's nobody around, that's when your memory comes alive and pulls me down. The silence gets loud, every shadow is your face somehow. I can't survive the daytime hours, but I fall apart when the lights go out. The moon hangs outside my window like a witness to my pain, watching me replay our goodbye again and again and again. And if healing comes with time, why do I still lose this fight every single night? When the lights go out and the world fades into black, that's when I feel the distance most between what was and what I have. The stars above may shine somehow, but they can't guide me to you now. So I keep surviving one more night when the lights go eventually, but the darkness leaves its mark, because every night without you begins when the lights go out. I heard your name across the room today, and for a second everything stopped in place. The world kept moving, people laughed and smiled, but my heart traveled back 1,000 miles. Back to the nights we talked until sunrise, back to the dreams reflected in your eyes, back to a love I thought would never end, before forever broke again. Time has passed, the seasons changed, but some wounds never fade away. Your name still hurts when I hear it spoken, like touching glass that still lies broken. Every syllable pulls me apart, like your goodbye never left my heart. I've learned to smile, I've learned to hide, but pain still lives somewhere inside. No matter how many years go by, your name still hurts tonight. I see your shadow in familiar streets, in every place where our old memories meet. The songs we love still play on the radio, and suddenly I'm missing you all over again. Everyone thinks I'm doing fine now, that I somehow figured life out, but they don't see the silent storms that arrive when your memory turns. I buried the photographs away, but missing you refuse to change. Your name still hurts when I hear it spoken, like touching glass that still lies broken. Every syllable pulls me apart, like your goodbye never left my heart. I've learned to smile, I've learned to hide, but pain still lives somewhere inside. No matter how many years go by, your name still hurts tonight. Maybe some people never truly leave, they become the ache beneath our sleep, the unfinished chapter we still read, the missing part we'll always need. And though I know you're not coming back, my heart still follows your tracks. Your name still hurts more than it should, more than I ever thought it could. It's just a word to everyone else, but it's a world I lost myself in. And every memory echoes through a life that once belonged to you. No matter how hard I try to make things right, your name still hurts. Like the day grows dark, but your name still lives inside my heart. A beautiful pain I can't outrun. Your name still